at Clark High School with co-founder of Project 150, Patrick Sparger, who is also an alumni of Clark High School. How does it feel to be back, Patrick?
Great. I love it. Clark High School is my home.
Mm-hmm. So Project 150, what are you guys doing with high school students?
Well, what we're trying to do is help the advocates at the schools with their at-risk students, lift them up and support them with donations of food, clothing, toiletries, school supplies, anything that we can help the students with to make their day better and get them across the finish line and graduate is good for the student, it's good for the school, and it's good for our community. So that's what we're trying to do.
How did Project 150 start?
Well, Project 150 started in late November. I was on Facebook and I saw a story that a friend of mine posted about some at-risk kids, high school kids, at Valley High School. There was 150 kids that were identified as being at risk. So through that Facebook post, we kind of dug in and went down and introduced ourselves to the homeless advocate at Rancho High School, Angela Uriaga, and we saw what she does on a daily basis and how she helps these kids with food and clothing, whatever they need, and address their needs. It was overwhelming, and we just felt this is a Las Vegas problem that was caused mostly by the economic downturn, and we figured that we would find a Las Vegas solution for this because we're all long-term Las Vegans. Yeah, and we introduced ourselves to Angela and also Mrs. Wagner here at Clark High School. We saw an article here in the Review Journal about Mrs. Wagner, who runs the after-school program at Clark High School. And so I introduced myself to her and came over to the Charger Closet where we are today and just learn more about what they do here and how the students are involved, the parents are involved, and how we can get involved to help them. So it is a grassroots thing. Went on Facebook through email blasts and phone calls to a lot of friends and family. A lot of alumni from Clark High School and the other schools, Bishop Gorman High School, Rancho Alumni Association. Some nurses at UMC stepped up today, so several churches. We had a food drive through the Mormon Church last weekend, and 250 families donated food and clothing and gift cards to us. And this week we're rolling out those donations to 12 area high schools.
I know if we go to your website, project150lv.org, they said there's a need from everything from volunteers to donations to you can even donate cash through a PayPal account, through which 100% of the proceeds go straight to the needs, of these children that are just trying to, get their basic needs met so that they can graduate and uplift themselves out of the situation they're in. So what are some things, if people at home want to help that maybe they have at home or they can ask?
Well, the most pressing concern that we have is for food donations, because a lot of the students don't qualify for the hot lunch program that you hear about. They kind of slip through the cracks for various reasons. So breakfast items, energy bars, fruit bars, snacks, peanut butter, Pop-Tarts, water, juice boxes.
And we all, have teens in our families or have been a teen, so I guess we know the kind of stuff that, teens eat. And
anything you can put in a backpack that, when you're walking down the street and you're hungry or in between a class, and, that they can eat quickly and, that they can carry around with them, because some of the students don't have a permanent residence. So that's another concern. We want to have something that is portable for them and something that's not going to draw attention or make them feel like,
And I know Mrs. Wagner handles the charger closet here, and has been working, for a lot of years with students and families in need and at risk. So I'm sure she could tell us a lot about the unique struggles that they face. Would we be able to talk to her?
Absolutely. She's the expert, and we'd like to bring her in, and she can explain it a lot better than I can. She's got 12 or 14 years behind this program, so let's do that.
Great. And Mrs. Wagner, so what do you do here at Clark High School?
I'm the Social Studies Department Chair, and I'm the advisor for the Keen Club, keeping everyone's eyes on our neighborhood, and I also oversee the Charger Closet.
And how long have you been running this Charger Closet?
Charger Closet, approximately 3 years, and prior to that, I was mostly feeding the students out of my classroom.
Wow, so how has have you seen those needs change over those years?
I've seen it change going from students stopping in to just pick up a Pop-Tart to, over the last, I'd say, 2 years, to where now it's not only stopping in to pick up something for breakfast, but now coming back in for lunch, coming back in after school for a snack, and actually parents contacting me and coming into the Charger Closet and picking up food for their families.
Wow, and what other kind of supplies do you give the students here?
We also give them clothing. We give them basic everyday necessities for hygiene. We also have items such as baby food and diapers when we can get them, jackets, coats, shoes, just about anything you would need for your everyday survival.
So on top of the normal things like applying to colleges and SATs and homework, I mean, it's even like, well, do I have paper to do my homework, and do I have light to do my homework by? And
we also give them school supplies for those students who are in need of school supplies. And I have my room open after school if you need to come in and print something. The nice thing about Clark is that we have the Family Engagement Resource Center. And the Family Engagement Resource Center is sponsored by the United Way, and our students as well as our families can come in and they can make use of the computers to look for jobs, to apply for colleges, to fill out resumes, anything else they might need to do, even if it's just correspondence to family members that are out of state. They're able to come in and use our Family Engagement Resource Center. What's amazing about the kids is that they know that graduation is important if they want to have a better life and not have to live day to day as many of them are doing right now. So they're very determined. Clark becomes their second home. It becomes their haven because they know here there's people who are going to look out for them, take care of them, and put them on the right path.
And do you feel like addressing their needs as a whole person is part of the teaching process?
Oh, absolutely. As a whole person, you have to teach the whole child. And here at Clark, our philosophy of our administration and our staff is to teach the whole child and reach the whole child. Our principal, Jill Pendleton, who is absolutely amazing, supports everything we do here at Clark with the kids, helping those who are in need.
Well, that's great to have that sort of community and administrative support. I'm sure that makes things so much easier.
It really does. We're very, very fortunate to have help with groups like Project 150. Also, our staff and our administration here at Clark are great, along with my family does a lot to help me. They give, and former students of mine even come in and they give back to the school, along with, we have a church, Grace in the Desert Episcopal Church, also gives to us, along with Citibank.
Yeah.
So,
and I think it is like too, and you touched upon, like Patrick said from Project 150, that it's a Las Vegas problem. And so, it's time for the community to step up and bring that Las Vegas solution. It seems like that's what's happening here, and it's like so wonderful to see it. In Las Vegas high schools, there are almost 1,000 kids without a stable home. If you want to help, you can go to project150lv.org. Until next time, Sara in the City, signing off.